Today is the 17th of February and it's the eve, I think it's a day or two before the Ash Wednesday. No, yeah, tomorrow is the Ash Wednesday. From the word Wednesday, Ash Wednesday. So, what I'm about to read is a very important letter which somehow wraps up the work that I've been doing for several years now, coordination with the different offices. I'm not just putting the name and some entries like in the documents enclosed or the copy furnished just because I feel like it. um, I did some really hard work to be able to have that right to put their name and the documents enclosed here. So here goes the letter. February 16th of February 2015, Attorney Elmore O. Capule, General Counsel, Office of the General Counsel and Legal Services, Central Bank of the Philippines, through the Manager, Central Bank of the Philippines, Quezon Avenue, Lucena City. Dear Attorney Capule, greetings. Enclosed is copy of the government-issued valid IDs of the undersigned. Mwah. Kindly bear with me as I summarize the reason for this letter. I have just recently applied for an auto loan at an RCBC branch here in Lucena City where Mr. Dante Cortez is the officer who had assisted me. By the way, he's my friend and I really thank him very much because he has extended beyond the call of duty, to find ways. Um, Unfortunately, my record cannot be tampered with. So I just thank him for all the effort, the due diligence in exploring ways so that I can go back and avail of the loan. Um, anyway, back to the letter. Copy of the filled up auto loan application form is enclosed herewith, which I happen to still hold on because it was rejected upon credit investigation. It turned out that I have a bad credit history upon verification of my name and identity. I offer no justification or defense to my credit history. Mea culpa. What I want to ask is whether someone like me who has worked through the years to redeem my name, a reputation, and record can still find a way to correct the error of my ways that had led to a financial disaster that altered life as we knew it. In the last 10 years, I found out that it is impossible to do so without going back to acknowledge failure and delinquency in matters with verified documentation as basis for regarding them as facts. Also enclosed herewith is the affidavit duly subscribed to the Clerk of Court of MTCC Lucena City at said date. One of the reasons why I was unable to get back to the banks where I had outstanding loan pending foreclosure of collateral at the time was because of the circumstances that were totally beyond my control. I became embroiled in controversies that as best as I could I had described in said affidavit. Also enclosed also enclosed is the court clearance issued my name and person upon my application at the originating office some years later. It also publicly proclaimed that indeed my real name and identity that our local court acknowledges me to have is one and the same indicated in the issued certification. As a writer, same goes with NBI clearances nga pala. Yeah, I should put that. Anyway, this is just a draft. See if I read it out loud. um, I can polish it some more and edit some more. Anyway, as a writer, I have used different pen names which I had complied, which again. As a writer, I have used different pen names which had complicated my identity and legal status. In the span of 10 years, if I may add, without telling and coordinating other people, especially my family, that I've been using pen name and the reason for it. I have my own reason for professional. It's a professional uh, reason, and what professional related reason, but I have neglected to inform them what those are. And so they all jump to different conclusions. My God, out of this world and so bizarre. Well, anyway, that was before. In the span of 10 years and with the help of many outstanding and established citizens of our country, I am able to successfully claim ownership to the works I had collaborated with them. Copy of the registration at the National Library of the Philippines and the Department of Trade and Industry, or DTI, Business Permit Department of the LG of the City of Lucena, are hereby enclosed for the verification and authentication of your good office. In light of this identity and ownership consolidation, may I ask whether I am blacklisted in all the banks and other lending institutions after I have repeatedly expressed my intention to pursue my profession and business through the help of the financial institutions here in our country? That if I can, by God's grace, be able to comply with the requirements of a particular bank, an individual, or any credit institution, can this proposed transaction be negatively influenced without a chance of consummation by a vengeful or spiteful person or private company in the banking or lending industry? If there are concessions, I am not prepared to agree if asked of me at this time. My personal reason is due to the fact that a compromise can prejudice other cases in the future in connection with the international correspondence and collaboration I've been having with different community and organization in and out of the Philippines. I am being circumspect and observing due diligence in order to protect the best interests of not only my family and I, but also those who have trusted me and my words to share blessings if and when God has willed it to be. God bless and more power. Very truly yours, Clarissa M. Talaga, writer, producer, Dimensional Pictures Video Production, and Golden Arm Publishing. Okay, the documents enclosed. I should add, photocopy of 3 government-issued valid ID, barangay residency certification, um, National Library and Copyright Registration, DTI business name registration, business permit issued by Lucena City Hall, sworn statement dated December 11th, 2006, subscribed to the Clerk of Court of MTCC Lucena City, dated December 18th, 2006. It's the series of events documented. Number 7, sworn statement dated September 7th, 2011, identity and pen names used as writer, publisher, and business owner. And court clearance issued my name and person, and I should add NBI clearances. Photocopy of RCBC forms and credit investigation note. Research materials on some topics like Nobel Peace, Pulitzer Award, the works of William Buckley. I would be copy furnishing the offices. This is just the latest of the series of coordination that I've been having with their offices. It doesn't matter that we are personally connected in one way or another, but it's really through the office, because this goes beyond personal communication. Congressman Mark M. Inverga, 1st District of Quezon Province, Governor David C. Suarez, Quezon Province Capital, Mayor Roderick A. Alcala, Lucena City Hall, Mr. Marvin Llamas, Clerk of Court, MTCC, Lucena City. So I still have to print this and then send it, and then personally hand over. It's going to be interesting to go back to this sworn statement dated December 11th. It will capture the frame of mind that I had back then. Some of the entries, some of the paragraph will bring humiliation just by thinking about it, but it cannot be helped. Because I have to own up to the embarrassing frame of mind that I had when I was writing it. So if indeed, for example, with Mari P. Sevilla, if indeed an apology is needed, since this has become a public document, I should be willing and open to say sorry to Mari P. Sevilla and her family for any, if their name has been dragged into this matter, which is not founded in fact, which is not founded in reality, but they got oh, probably like, it was how I felt. It was like a rug was pulled from underneath my feet and I tumbled across. So if somehow I become instrumental in bringing that disaster and that what infamy to her name, I am truly sorry. But nakita ko siya once and naglalakad ako dyan sa downtown. And I was looking at her and she didn't smile back. So I just let it go. But somehow, may pinanggagalingan. That cannot be, if anything else has been proven to be unfounded, the sudden change of attitude, the sudden um, falling off, fall from grace, naturally may pinanggagalingan, diba? It's just a very small community we have here, and I'm so open to bridging the gap. So once again, this is yours truly, Clarice Taga for Lifestyle Lucena.